ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। हरि ओम। एकांते सुखमास्यतां परतरे चेतसमाधीयतां पूर्णात्मा सुसमीक्षतां जगदिदं तद्बाधितं दृश्यताम्. Once the mind is prepared for this subtlest kind of meditation, then Bhagavan Shankaracharya advises that one should sit in a solitary place called solitude and slowly withdraw the mind, attention from objects, sense objects to sense organs to mind, and from mind to Purnatma, the Chaitanyatma. And then look out. Then what we'll see? That earlier what you thought only multitude of names and forms and thought that alone was reality. But now you see that this Purna Paramatma called Brahman, that alone is. The names and forms, they all are divinized by this vision. Otherwise, they were enjoying their own independent reality as it were. But now you see divinity everywhere. What will be the result of this? It is said in the Upanishads, the one who realizes one's own Brahma Swarupa, then that person becomes completely freed from all bondages of karmas. Kshiyante jasya karmani. All karmas, all bondages are cut asunder. Why? Because the knot of the heart which was there in the form of ignorance, that is cut off. Because of it, there are so many doubts. So all samshaya is also gone. All karma bandhanas are also gone. How many kinds of karma bandhanas are there? Here it is said, Prak karma pravilapyatam chitibalat napyutareshlishatam. This chitibalat is put in the middle. On the strength of this knowledge of the Chaitanya Swarup, Prak karma pravilapyatam, dissolve all your earlier karmas, prak karmas. And on the strength of that, napyutarishlishatam, and do not get contaminated by the future karmas, uttara karmas. Prarabdham tviha bhujyatam. And living here in this world, just go through all the prarabdha karma. And then, atha parabrahma atmana sthiyatam. And just be here as Brahman. You are at home, sweet home. Journey back to home. Guided by none other than Sarvagya Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. GPS is sadhana panchakam. Now, what are all these karmas? You see, the existence of a jiva, you and me, a jiva who thinks of himself or herself only as a limited being, identified only with the body, mind, intellect, considering himself as a doer of an action, experiencer of the results, karta, bhokta, bhav. The existence of the jiva is because of ignorance which is beginningless. Ignorance of his own true self. And you know, as it is said, for every action there must be equal opposite reaction, so they say. So when some action is performed by the jiva, don't think just because the action is performed, there is the end of it. Jiva must have performed countless karmas, and all karmas also results will be there, and all karmas will not bear the same fruit, and all results cannot be enjoyed in the same body at one time only. Therefore, what is said, which is very logical, so there is a jiva and there is a bank account, like, account there. Everything is automatic. In jiva's name account, all the karmas when the jiva goes on doing get deposited. Kar the jiva may not know, but they get deposited. No, nowadays, the traffics and all that, no, they are called hidden cameras also there. Sometimes they say also that there is a camera. And someone thinks that nobody has seen, passed through that. But the camera already has taken the picture. And then you get the whole notice, whatever is that, you have to pay. This is called hidden camera. They take the picture called Gupta Chitra. In our Hindu religion, there is one Chitra Gupta who keeps the account. This is Chitra Gupta. This is Gupta Chitra, that's all. We go on doing, seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching, thinking, feeling, doing, enjoying, experiencing, all kinds of, everything gets deposited. And whatever all the karmas are done, those karmas are deposited. They are called sanchita karma. Sanchita means very well accumulated. This is what is called here prak karma. Prak karma is earlier lives, not one life or two lives. Countless aneka janma samprapta karma bandha. All these karmas get accumulated. It's called sanchita. Or it is called here prak karma. Prak means earlier done. And we know that all karmas cannot fructify at one and the same time. And their results also will be different. They cannot be enjoyed, experienced in the same body. That's why he said that jiva is there. So many karmas accumulated. Then, a part of that sanchita becomes matured. You also keep your money in deposits and all that, fixed deposit. They say maturity date. Or you collect so many fruits also. Some are unripe and all that, and some are ready to eat. So all they are accumulated and kept there, they are called sanchita, and ready to eat fruits you take out. That is called prarabdha. So those karmas which ripe, mature, ready to give their results, they are called prarabdha. Prarabdha means arabdham, already started giving results. And we do not know which karmas mature, what will be their results, and in which body that result can be enjoyed or experienced. And therefore, so many kinds of bodies are there. Even the creepers and trees, and the insects and worms and germs and birds and animals and all that, and then human beings. Then Devata, Gandharva, Yaksha, Kinnara, Apsaras, Siddhas, Chatanas, and then so many different Rakshasas, Asuras, and so many bodies are there. So, which karma will give which body, according to that jiva comes into that body. And whichever body is there, then we call that jiva by that name. Cow, buffalo, monkey, donkey, elephant, tiger, cheetah, lion, snake, cockroach, lizard. Why are you taking all these names, See, remember, some jiva, which jiva has come in that body, we do not know. And because of which karmas, and how long that karma will take to complete its course, we do not know. And when that karma is finished, then that body is dropped. So now, suppose 1000 karmas are there, because for easy calculation, 1000 karmas, 100 karmas became mature, 900 are still there. Because of 100 karmas, that became a cockroach. Well, why you have to remember cockroach only? All right, you think something else. What does it matter? You don't like approach because you cannot approach. Achha. Okay, peacock. ऐसा बोले ना, peacock. Peacock. Because one had peacock. The peacock does not do any good karma, but the jiva is already there in that. And when the jiva is in an animal body, in such bodies, only there is minus from the main account. But when that is exhausted, that jiva leaves that body, but then other karmas are still there. But the Shastra says, because these all you can know only from the Shastra Praman. That says, in this such bodies, only karmas are exhausted, new karmas are not added. So we should not think that always we should be born as animals only, so it will just go, we will finish this all the karmas like that, and we don't have to study Vedanta. But do you know, while passing through Vida, some karmas will be such that you had to be born as human being only. Then what to do? So in human being, a man's life, what happens in human life, 900 be remaining, no? Suppose now 500 karmas, because of which the jiva is born as human being. So as going through this prarabdha karma, because here the human life, free will also is given. So as we are exhausting the earlier, we can create new karmas also. Actually, very difficult to find out the line of demarcation, which is the earlier karma, which I have added the new one and all that, very difficult. But also in this human life, we can put an end to this whole chakra of karma. That's the beauty of human life. So, prarabdha karma. It is said in the Shastra, the scriptures, if papa is too much, then all other kinds of animal life, etc. will be there. Only punya karma is too much, and then some denizens of heavens and such kind of life. When they are more or less equal, then papa, punya, then human life and all that. That's why everybody's life, there are sukha and there are dukkha. Because it is a mixture of papa, punya. Can't avoid. But somehow, whenever we go through some difficult time, what to do, my prarabdha. So prarabdha word we always use as though something negative only. But so many wonderful things happen in our life. So I'll tell simple thing is what is prarabdha then? Prarabdha karmas, those who have become mature, they have started giving results, pleasant, unpleasant, on all whatever is that, When a person puts forth all efforts and still doesn't get the desired result, then that is some prarabdha is obstructing him. That also is some prarabdha. And sometimes you have not put forth much effort and so all results, everything is happening just like that. Then that also is prarabdha. In spite of putting so many efforts, till you don't see the result, what else you can say? Prarabdha. And I did not do so much and all that. I don't know, I don't know. Everything is wonderfully happening. That also prarabdha. Then you say, good prarabdha, bad prarabdha. But in human life, as we go through this, we can create new, that called these, whose results will come in future. And therefore they are called uttara karma. Bhavishya agami. Agami means future. I am doing it now. So if you look at a karma, new karma which I am doing now, it's called kriyamana, as it is being done. But result will come in future, therefore it's called agami. So three types of karma. Bhuta, Vartaman, Bhavishya. Bhuta means which are already done, the past. Vartaman, we all are going through that now, what is prarabdha. And human body, we can create new karmas or put an end. How to put an end to all this? It is said, the locus of all karmas is that jiva who has got the sense of doership and enjoyership. So as long as the jiva has that, which is born of ignorance only, the doership and he will be bound to go through all these results. That's why in one place Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi said, karomi karmeti naro vijanan badhyo bhavet karma phalam cha bhoktum. As long as a person performs the karmas with the sense of doership, then he will be compelled to go through the results. Because you have done it, what can you do? You should have thought of that before doing. Sometimes we don't think and do. Sometimes we think, but not complete. Sometimes we are not able to see the consequences of that. Because the immediate gain we see just, immediate. Immediate gain, immediate comfort, immediate pleasure. And we are not able to see what will be its consequence. And when the result comes, I don't know. Bhagavan, what wrong did I do? What wrong I did? Bhagavan said, what right you did ask? Bhagavan, I met with an accident and I broke my leg. What papam I had done, Bhagavan? Bhagavan asked, what punya you had done that you did not die? Bhagavan, you should not answer in that way, Think. It's a prarabdha. And everybody's prarabdha is very, very different. And we do not know. Some we see in very early life there, they enjoy all pleasure, but in old age they suffer a lot. Some people suffer a lot in the earlier, afterwards it's all comfortable. Some people have got major dose of all these things regularly. From childhood, some difficulty, some good thing also, middle age also the same thing. So never too much of suffering or too much of all the pleasure. Measured dosage they get, That also happens. Sometimes you feel a little child, dying. What that child did bad or this early time. Remember, child did not do anything. It was a jiva who, because of some karmas, came in that body. And his karmas were only that much. And it got finished quickly. You see, those who understand the whole thing, this of karma, law of karma, then they don't get perturbed. Because it is like this. We do not know how many karmas, because of how many karmas the jiva has come here. How long that will remain? So what Bhagavan has said, when you gain this self-knowledge, the very doership, enjoyership, the jiva bhava ends. So the past karmas are gone. Future also he doesn't get contaminated by that. They don't stick to it. The prarabdha, they already started. So the wise person doesn't get impatient. He says, let it complete its own course, Like, switch is on, fan is rotating for more than 2 hours. So even when you switch it off, it keeps moving, The one who understands that, he doesn't get impatient, He doesn't bring one stool. I switched it off, still it is not stopping, it is not stopping. It will stop. You have switched off, that's all right. But it already started. Momentum, slowly. So, the wise man said, prarabdham tu iha bhujyatam. Some persons prarabdha, wise person, realized person, a different jnanis are there. Some of them go through some difficulties, physical, this and that. But their mind is already left everything, because as far as they are concerned, they are free from all the 3 karmas. Although prarabdha karma is there, you see, and all right. What difference does it make? Those who are ignorant or those who are very devoted to that person, when they see that someone, our guru is suffering, Guru is suffering. Where is Guru's mind? Yasya Brahmani ramate chittam. And his mind is reveling in Brahman. But we people only see only that body of this and that. But he says, whatever the prarabdha of the body is there, let it go through. But parabrahmatmana syatam, as far as man of realization is concerned, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati, he is Brahma Swarup. What is the idea then? We started, as we leave our home and keep on wandering, getting lost here, there. But when we come back again home, all is well that ends well. Right? Now here, our Kabir Das ji said, Amara Deva Deswa Jahan Se Ayo. That immortal, eternal is Brahma Swarupa, from where you have come. Right? But you forgot. You forgot that. You lost contact. Even though the aeroplane also flies, it has to keep the contact with the ground. But when they lose that connection with the plane, where it goes? So you lost that contact of going here, there. We don't know how many wombs you have gone through. But by your some good prarabdhas only, then you met a Sadguru, and then he started guiding. And then here Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, you have 40 signposts you call it, 40 steps you call it, a road map you call it. And then, as I said in the very first day, even though 40 instructions, but actually there are only 2, because as earlier they are meant for purifying our mind, gaining concentration of mind. Then started all Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, for getting the clarity of knowledge. So actually it is with purity of mind, it takes very long time, then the clarity of knowledge. Those 2 things are here. All these 40 instructions can be. And what is the final home? Parabrahmatmanasthiyatam. Now, you remember as Brahman. As Brahman means what? Brahma is Anand. Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. Ananda Brahma. So then, I am Ananda. My Ananda does not depend upon any external factor. Desha, Kala, Vastu, Vyakti, Paristhiti, nothing. Yogarato, Bhogarato, Sangarato, Sangavihin. And the Ananda Aham Asmi. I am not happy, I am happiness itself. In this way, this is the realization. Now I told you all these 40 into 10. As I say, purity of mind, clarity of knowledge. And do you know what is the first instruction? Vedo nityam adhyatam. What is the last? Atha parabrahmatmanasthiyatam. Your study of Veda is fulfilled if you realize your Brahma Swarup. Finish ho gaya. Yeah, in between so many. Vedo nityam adhyatam. Why? Parabrahmatmanasthiyatam, so that I realize Parabrahma. The study of Veda is fulfilled. Because in the language of baseball, you have made the home run. You have made home run. Home. In India, cricket says, yeah, I hit the century. The very great joy and all that. Huh? But here, journey back home, our GPS is Vedas. So vast Vedas, but so beautifully condensed. Only a great master can do this kind of thing. That's what Bhagavan is. By Lord Jagadishwara's grace and by the blessings of Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji and our Param Puja Gurudev, that we have completed just the study of the Sadhana Panchakam. It has given us the complete picture of this. From where we came, where we got lost, and how we had to trace back and reach our Brahma Swarup. Again and again, prostrations to them. May their blessings be always with us, and more importantly, we remain aware of their blessings. Hari Om. Now let us sing. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopala Hare. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोपाल हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोपाल हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोपाल हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे। नारायण नारायण जय जय गोपाल हरे। गोपाल हरे जय जय गोविंद हरे। जय जय गोपाल हरे। जय जय गोविंद हरे। श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
Into clouds laden with eternal wisdom, riding winds adrift with profound spiritual literature, nestled upon the wings of soulfully expounded sacred texts, start your inward flight of magical discoveries with Chinmaya eBooks. Let the quest in you linger.